So Donald Trump just shut down the White House, told everybody go home, no more work needs to be done, and then he fled to Florida. He's back vacationing on the taxpayer dime. You see him getting in the plane right here. No work to be done as the government shutdown continues. You also had MAGA Mike Johnson shut down the House of Representatives formally for another week. As they gavelled out for the day, they said they're not returning until at least the second week of November, but what they're going to do is then gavel out again and never come back, it seems. When Donald Trump landed in Palm Beach, Florida, he couldn't even complete sentences. It was very weird to watch this. So this is what he's doing right now during the government shutdown, as the American people are suffering, as the House of Representatives shows no sign of ever actually working again. They're covering up the Epstein files. Here's what he says. Play this clip.
Our country's doing well. The shutdown proceeds because the Democrats just don't know what they're doing. I don't know what's wrong with them. They've never done a thing like this.
Then Donald Trump just kept on whining and said, it's their fault. Everything's the Democrats' fault. Don't ask me questions. Nothing's my fault. You're the leader. Everything's the Democrats' fault? What are you talking about? Here, play this clip.
I'm always going to meet. All they have to do is open up the country. Let them open up the country and we'll meet. We'll meet very quickly. But they have to open up the country. It's their fault. Everything is their fault. It's so easily solved.
Then Donald Trump trashes the Affordable Care Act, or Obamacare, and says it's a complete disaster. People hate it. Healthcare prices are very high. Okay, well then what is your plan? I'll tell you my plan, Donald. It's called universal health care. All Americans should get health care for free. We should tax rich people more money. That's my plan. Then you have Obamacare and the Affordable Care Act subsidies, bringing the price down to a reasonable level. What the hell is your plan other than taking people off of health care? Here, play this clip.
Obamacare has turned out to be a disaster, as I've been saying for years. It can be fixed or redone. People don't get good health care and their premiums go up every single year. So we should change it. It's a disaster. Obamacare is bad health care at a very high price. So tonight we have a big celebration of Halloween, and I'll see you later. Thank you very much.
Then Donald Trump said happy Halloween or something because he has no connection to like empathy or human beings or anything like that. And this says he's accelerated ICE raids to attack children during Halloween. It's disgusting. Here, play this clip.
Happy Halloween and all of that.
Then while he was on the airplane, Donald Trump was saying, oh, Prime Minister Carney of Canada said that he was sorry about the fake Ronald Reagan commercial. No, that's not what Prime Minister Carney said. Prime Minister Carney was meeting with Xi Jinping and cleaning your clock and setting up a formal meeting with Xi Jinping as Canada is done with the United States. Here, play this clip.
On Venezuela.
Yeah, please.
What did you talk about with Prime Minister Carney? Are you and Canada going to resume negotiations?
No, but I have a very good relationship. I like him a lot. But you know what they did was wrong. He was very nice. He apologized for what they did with the commercial because it was a false commercial. You know, it was the exact opposite. Ronald Reagan loved tariffs, and they tried to make it look the other way. And he did apologize, and I appreciated it. We had a great dinner, you know, with other countries, as you know. And I think we have a very good relationship personally. I think that what they did was wrong, but he apologized.
Then Donald Trump talks about how he's going to be doing nuclear bomb tests underneath the ground. Let's play it.
Are you talking about literally resuming underground nuclear detonation tests?
You'll find out very soon, but we're going to do some testing, yeah. Other countries do it. If they're going to do it, we're going to do it.
Okay, you can't clarify whether you will resume.
I'm not going to say yet. I mean, I know exactly what we're doing, where we're doing it, but other countries are doing it, and if other countries do it, we do it.
All of this was taking place. Donald Trump kept on posting photographs of the new marble in the Lincoln bedroom, and he also posted about the new columns and magnificent high-end carpeting throughout the Kennedy Center building. I'm not making this up. As Americans are suffering, as Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, as Americans are now getting letters that their healthcare costs are going to go up 100%, 125%, costing families over $20,000 a year, making $80,000 a year. and just making families suffer, Donald Trump posts the following as he's shut down the White House. I renovated the Lincoln bedroom in the White House. It was renovated in the 1940s in an Art Deco green tile style, which was totally inappropriate for the Lincoln era. I did it in black and white, polished Saturday marble. This was very appropriate for the time of Abraham Lincoln, and in fact, could be the marble that was originally there. Then he kept on posting photos of like the new toilet bowl and the golden handles. The refurbished Lincoln bathroom in the White House, highly polished, statutory marble. And then you had even like Caroline Levitt said, I could not believe what the toilet bowl looked like. Oh my goodness. So you're building triumphal arches, statues to yourself, golden ballrooms for $300 million. You're talking about the new marble in the Lincoln bedroom's bathroom. You're talking about, well, I mean, this is other post today. I just inspected the construction on the Kennedy Center. Looking really good. New seats, new fabrics that are going to be installed. This is my trademark design, he says. And he goes on to talk about how there's magnificent high-end carpeting. As our editor-in-chief, Ron Filipkowski, writes, we're in a serious government shutdown, but instead of negotiating, Trump is posting pictures of the White House bathroom remodeled today, and now he's in Palm Beach for another golf weekend. By the way, you have J.D. Vance doing this with Charlie Kirk's widow. I mean, what the hell's going on there? I don't even want to talk about that, but okay. Then Donald Trump lies and says that we brought back trillions of dollars from his Asia trip. Where are those trillions of dollars? Let's play it.
We had incredible meetings with President Xi of China, as you know, with the brilliant new Prime Minister of Japan. We just had a great time, and with the President of South Korea, we had an amazing journey. We also saw a lot of other countries. We brought back home with us trillions of dollars, many trillions of dollars.
All right, did you hear that? That's me cracking open a can of Olipop, a new kind of soda that tastes incredible and is actually good for you. Now, I've always loved soda. Growing up, nothing beat an ice cold orange soda on a hot day, but now I found something even better. Olipop reimagined soda with all the flavor and fizz you love, but it's packed with prebiotic fiber to support your gut health. 9 grams per can, and it's way lower in sugar, just 2 to 5 grams total with no added sugar. And get this, Olipop just came out with the pineapple-iest soda from Bikini Bottom, Pineapple Paradise, a first-of-its-kind limited edition flavor inspired by SpongeBob's iconic pineapple home. It's pure liquid joy, juicy pineapple sweetness with a splash of mandarin, and the cans come in 5 collectible SpongeBob designs hidden inside 4 packs. Collect them all and unlock sweet rewards at drinkolipop.com/SpongeBob. You can grab Pineapple Paradise and all your favorite flavors, vintage cola, root beer, orange squeeze, cream soda, and more at Walmart, Target, Whole Foods, Kroger, Publix, Amazon, and tons of other stores nationwide. And here's a little bonus. Get $2 off any 4-pack at drinkolipop.com/Meidas. That's drinkolipop.com/Meidas, MEIDAS.
Oh, J.D. Vance has a post. Can you hear the screaming with this weird photo of himself? Also, who's not really working that much anymore? You have Kash Patel. He's not working at all. Kash Patel, the FBI director, was caught bringing his 26-year-old girlfriend to some like wrestling match at Penn State University, and then flying her back to Nashville on a $60 million private jet that cost $10,000 an hour, paid for by the United States taxpayers. And then he announced some like big bust out in Michigan in order, I think, to have this like an event to try to take our attention away from the scandal that when he brought his girlfriend to the Real American Freestyle Wrestling competition. I think she was singing there or something. I don't even know what's going on there. But by the way, Donald Trump then posted the following after 2 federal courts ruled that he was unlawfully withholding SNAP benefits to the American people and that the contingency fund could indeed be used as the contingency fund to make sure Americans don't go starving over this weekend. So now Donald Trump writes, Our government lawyers do not think we have legal authority to pay SNAP with certain monies that we have available. And now 2 courts have issued conflicting opinions on what we can and cannot do. Just pause there. Interesting that Donald Trump says that the legal opinions here allow him to do anything he wants. Rip down the East Wing, send ICE Gestapo to send human beings into concentration camps. No guardrails there. But where there are legal limits, all of a sudden when it comes to starving the Americans to death, these 2 opinions were not conflicting. The opinion in Rhode Island was a nationwide injunction saying pay the SNAP program or make sure the SNAP program gives people the SNAP benefits right now. Then the ruling from Boston said that Trump is in violation and that it was let's come back on Monday to determine what your plan is to release the funds. So the rulings are actually in absolute harmony. On Monday, you'll go to Boston and say, pursuant to the court order from Rhode Island, we've made available the SNAP contingency fund. So it's not a complicated issue at all. You follow both orders. They're both in harmony with each other. The SNAP contingency fund funds this. Also, a week ago, your lawyers were saying that this emergency fund could be used for this purpose, and then you removed it from the website of the Department of Agriculture. That's what's really going down right here. Then Donald Trump says, but I do not want Americans to go hungry just because the radical left Democrats. Therefore, I've instructed our lawyers to ask the court to clarify how we can legally fund SNAP as soon as possible. I've asked them. Then he gives Chuck Schumer's number to try to dox him on the bottom, and I've blacked it out so you don't see it. There's nothing to clarify. There's an emergency fund with $6 billion in it. You know how you took our taxpayer dollars and gave $40 billion of it to Argentina? Well, go into the fund that has $6 billion for SNAP and give it to Americans so they don't starve to death, you idiot. That's what you do. It's not a complicated thing. But your lawyers can tell you, oh, you can do whatever you want in terms of engaging, throwing human beings into concentration camps in this country. But here your lawyers have a very nuanced view, right, Donald? A very nuanced view. Here Donald Trump says, when we talk about SNAP, though, you're really talking about the Democrats. And really, it's the Democrats who are on SNAP, not Republicans. Really? I wonder how many millions of your supporters who unfortunately voted for you, who depend on SNAP benefits. Here, play this clip right here.
And, largely when you talk about SNAP, you're talking about largely Democrats. But I'm president. I want to help everybody. I want to help Democrats and Republicans. But when you're talking about SNAP, if you look, it's largely Democrats. They're hurting their own people. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Now you have Donald Trump's national economic advisor, Kevin Hassett. He was asked, what happens if places like New Jersey see their premium shoot up 175%? Play this clip.
Oh, well, that's a positive outlook. I hope that is accurate. Last question before I let you go. With regard to the enrollment opening, and you've got an average of some of these premiums on healthcare, on the extended healthcare benefits that happened during COVID that are about to expire, about to go up. If somebody logs on November 1st tomorrow and they look at their premium and it shot up in a place like New Jersey, for example, 175%, the day before, 2 days before the election, what do you think is the impact of that?
Well, I think that the Democrats think that they can shut the government down and not have a negotiation over these things, which are, by the way, premium increases that they voted for. And then blame Republicans. But the American people aren't that stupid. They understand that Democrats have shut down the government, and any disruption to anything that's going on right now in government is their fault because they won't open it.
All right. We'll see.
And then Kevin Hassett kind of complains that they have to use emergency funds now in order to pay people SNAP benefits. Here, play this clip.
Right. Well, the president is right that we've got to get the government open because we've got people who aren't getting the food support they need. We're about to use emergency funds from the Department of Agriculture because of a liberal judge ruling that we disagree in the law on. But then we don't have our emergency funds in case we have a hurricane or we have an emergency, a food emergency. And so we've got to get the government open.
There you have it, folks. Let me know what you think. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 6 million subscribers.
Love this video? Support independent media and unlock exclusive content, ad-free videos, and custom emojis by becoming a paid member of our YouTube channel today. You can also gift memberships to others. Let's keep growing together.